What's good, Soul Tribe? I hope everybody out there is having a blessed day. It's the reincarnation of Ramakrishna, repping like a true knocker. Today we about to get into the top 5 spiritual albums of all time. The top 5 spiritual rap albums of all time. This list is not written in stone. If you think I missed anything, let me know in the comments, you know what I'm saying? We might have to revise this list, it might have to get updated. But let me tell you the criteria of how I even came up with this list of the top 5 spiritual rap albums of all time. The first criteria for the top 5 spiritual rap albums of all time was that the album has to be mainstream, super popular, Billboard charts, music awards, music videos, you understand what I'm saying? Amongst the populace. Not only an album that the conscious community can listen to, right? It had to be popular amongst the masses. The second criteria for the top 5 all-time spiritual rap albums ever, there has to be an overall conscious theme to the album. A conscious spiritual theme to the album. It can't just be like 1 or 2 songs are spiritual. The majority of listening material on the album has to have metaphysical wisdom, either spoken or encoded within it. So overall, the theme of the album has to be spiritual. All right, the third criteria, the album has to be hood certified at the time of its inception. All right, when I mean hood certified, it has to be played in all the ghettos all over America, all over the world. The album had to have poppin' in the ghetto, right? You know what I'm saying? If you couldn't put Vanilla Ice in there, he would be excluded right away because he wasn't popping in the ghetto. You understand what I'm saying? So the album, at the time of its inception, had to been popping in the ghetto. So what I'm hoping by making this list, right, is that you new conscious rappers coming out that are trying to achieve the same things as some of the people that did it before you, right? You can take this list and come up with a formula on how to put out a hot, successful, multi-platinum, conscious, spiritual rap album. All right, so I'm gonna give you the top 5. I'm gonna start with number 5 first, and then at the end, I'm gonna give you 3 notable mentions. 3 notable, honorable mentions. The 3 notable mentions didn't quite make it through the criteria for the list, but they were really close, so we're just gonna make those honorable mentions, all right? If you feel like I missed something, please let me know in the comments. We can alter this list, revise it, chop it up, switch the order, all right? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. All right. Number 5, top 5 spiritual albums of all time. DMX is dark and hell is hot. What the deal? You're probably saying, what? How is dark and hell is hot one of the top 5 spiritual albums of all time, right? So, the energy of Anubis is infused into this album. This is how you gotta do it, so people don't even know it's spiritual. It's so spiritual that people don't even know it's spiritual, man. You know what I mean? For the future, this is how you gotta do it, man. DMX really came through with his archetype energy of Anubis on this album. The Anubis mythology is all in the lyrics. Don't just listen to the beat. Make sure you listen to the lyrics as well. Now, Anubis is an ancient Egyptian deity, right? He's got the head, a man's body with the head of a dog. In the Anubis mythology, after you die, Anubis takes you through the underworld. He takes you to Ma'at, where you are then judged. You're judged by weighing your heart against a feather. Your heart has to be lighter than a feather in order for you to not have to reincarnate again. Too much info for me to get into right here. You gotta check out my video, DMX is Dark and Hell is Hot Decoded, in order for you to get the full breakdown of DMX's connection to Anubis. You can really tap into Anubis's energy by listening to this album. Some of the songs that have the strongest presence of Anubis's energy is Damien, Look Through My Eyes, X is Coming. Anubis is great for helping you do dream work, right? That song, X is Coming, he's like 1, 2, X is coming for you, 3, 4, you better knock your door. 5, 6, you know what I'm saying? Get your cruise sub fixed, right? With that Freddy Nightmares joint, that's Anubis energy all day. Anubis makes you confront your fear though. He makes you face your fear. But after you face your fear, he's gonna take you through the underworld, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna take you through the astral realm, take you deeper in those dreams or whatnot. So, great album to listen to in order for you to connect with Anubis. Stop being greedy, you know what I'm saying? He's got the prayer skits, all the dogs barking and all the skits and all that is Anubis. Anubis is a protection deity. Number 4, out of the top 5 greatest spiritual hip-hop albums of all time, Nas Still Magic, alright? Hanuman energy, Hanuman / Sun Wukong all day. You want to get the full breakdown on how Nas is connected to Hanuman? Check out my video, Nas and the Legend of Queensbridge, the Hanuman archetype. Hanuman is all about helping you find the spiritual power that you have within yourself. Now on the cover of Stillmatic, he's sitting there in a monkey position, right? With the pigeon sitting there right next to him. The pigeon symbolizes guidance from their ancestors, spirit guides, you know what I'm saying? The orange, orangutan, and he's in that monkey position, you know what I'm saying? Hanuman all day. All right, songs on this album that can help you connect with Hanuman. You're the Man, Ether, Rewind, Mercury retrograde energy, Everything Backwards, My Country, Second Childhood, we're talking about the inner child, What Goes Around, Healing Karma, you know what I'm saying? Destroy and Rebuild, and One Mic, which represents Hanuman or Sun Wukong's staff. I talk about all of this, it's deep, it's super deep. Number 3 out of the top 5 spiritual rap albums of all time, Tupac, the Machiavelli album, KILLUMINATI, the 7-Day Theory. This album right here is totally dealing with the teachings of the Agori and the goddess Kali. This album right here, I didn't actually get it. I didn't get the message at all when it first came out. All of these albums that I'm listening right now, I didn't get the message when they first came out. It wasn't until I started becoming more aware and having more consciousness, I actually had to go back and listen to the lyrics in these albums, and that's when I realized how deep it was. But at the time when it came out, I was just like the whole rest of the country, all the masses. I was just liking the beat, feeling the energy. I liked the energy in the music, but I really wasn't understanding what they were talking about in their rhymes. Tupac was one of the first ones that made me go digging in the crates, back in the archives. I discovered the mythology of Kalima encoded within the lyrics on this album. The song on the album where he talks about Cali the most is Me and My Girlfriend. My girlfriend, darker than the blackest night. Brothers acting, made she got the heart to fight, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? This is all Cali's mythology. Cali is darker than the blackest night, you know what I'm saying? Cali, her name means black. So as I'm listening to the lyrics in Me and My Girlfriend, I noticed that it was very similar to Cali's mythology, dealing with Shakti, how Cali deals with time. Now, Tupac encoded all of this within the album. It wasn't obvious like he was just coming out Cali Mobb. It was really encoded. You would have to know in order to hear it within the music. You understand what I'm saying? For me to break this down, I could sit here for hours discussing it. So if you want to know more, check out my video, KILLUMINATI Decoded, and SARADA DEVI, and the Gateway to Kalima. Pretty much the whole album, best spiritual songs on this album, pretty much the whole album, but you got Hail Mary, Kalima. Then you got Blasphemy with the reggae dude on it, you know what I'm saying? Using the name of the Lord in vain while the people of the ghetto feel much pain. White Man's World talking about the ego. Hold Your Head, Against All Odds, Crazy. Time goes by, puffin' all lie, hoping that it gets me high. Got a nigga going crazy. I feel crazy, cause when you tap into Kalima, you can definitely get a little crazy. All right, number 2, out of the top 5 spiritual rap albums of all time, Jeru the Damaja, The Sun Rises in the East. When the East is in the house, oh my God. The whole album is spiritual. I mean, it's a conscious explosion. The whole album is a spiritual bomb. The Original, Perverted Monks, Mental Stamina, You Can't Stop the Prophet. Well, Prophet, it seems like you're in a bit of a jam. I hope you can stick yourself. Oh, and by the way, what you did with my wife, I have others. Y'all don't know nothing about that. You don't know nothing. Ain't the Devil Happy, My Mind Spray, Jungle Music, Static, the whole album, spiritual theme. You know what I'm saying? It was playing this on the radio when it came out. It was fire. It had the ghetto pass, hood certified. This is one of the top spiritual albums of all time. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if I'm wrong though. Do you think another album that I didn't put there should be there? Because I did think about putting Guru there. I thought about putting Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know what I'm saying? I haven't figured out yet what deity that Jeru the Damaja is directly connected to. I still got some work to do. But in my opinion, there's an Asian monk type of vibe in his music. Number 1 out of the top 5 spiritual hip-hop albums of all time. WuTang Clan, Forever, the double CD. Impossible for you to defeat the God. Impossible. You can never defeat the God. Yo, I've had some ill spiritual experiences based off of Wu-Tang alone. So this is what it is. Wu-Tang is the illest spiritual group out. You got a whole umbrella of clans under Wu-Tang. You got Killer Army. You got Sons of Man, Grave Diggers, Shaheem the Rugged Child. I had a profound experience with Osiris, Old Dirty Bastard. You know what I'm saying? Gaining some knowledge that you may not have known before after listening to this album for the 17th time. There's 27 tracks in total. In numerology, 2 and 7 is 9. What is that? Completion. I mean, it's a science. Mathematics, it's chambers, it's 36 chambers, it's mathematics, God. It's knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Science. My soul had to turn up when this album came out right here. I really didn't understand the lyrics and what it meant, but my soul totally got it though, you know what I mean? Wu-Tang Clan are the archetype of the 8 immortal gods out of Chinese mythology. To learn more about the Wu-Tang and their connection to the 8 immortal gods, I'm gonna leave a link below in the description to Brother Panick's lecture on Wu-Tang. All songs on there talk about some aspect of spirituality, you know what I'm saying? Super deep album. Their past lives are deep. The mythology, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. So go watch that lecture to learn more about Wu-Tang and their connection to the 8 immortal gods. All right, so that's the top 5 spiritual hip-hop albums of all time, in my opinion. Again, I could be wrong. If you think I got it wrong, let me know in the comments. We might have to revise the list. If your opinion is based on solid facts and truth, we might have to update this list. So let me know in the comments what you think. Right now, we got 2 notable mentions. First notable mention, David Banner, The Godbox, fire album. Now, me personally, I can feel the energy that David Banner put into the album. Honestly, that music is not really my taste. It's not really my cup of tea. But I can feel the energy that David Banner put into this album that kind of makes me feel it. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's kind of not my thing. I'm a New York guy, you know what I'm saying? I think David Banner's from down south or whatever. He got a little more of a southern vibe in his music, but I can still feel it though, you know what I'm saying? Not really my personal favorite, but I feel you, David Banner. Like I felt the energy that you put into this album. He went hard, you know what I'm saying? He put some thought into it. So we're gonna give David Banner in the Godbox the first honorable mention. And the last honorable mention, but certainly not the least, in my opinion, Prodigy from Mobb Deep, the Hegelian Dialect, and Albert Einstein with Alchemist. These 2 albums, legendary. P just said it all. Anything that you could say about spirituality, P said it and made it rhyme. 2 classic albums, didn't quite meet the criteria for the top 5, you know what I mean? As far as the mainstream and the masses, both of these albums are albums that the conscious community kind of can relate to, but not the masses of the general public. Now, if there's any spiritual albums that you think that I need to listen to, maybe these honorable mentions aren't it for you, Let me know who your honorable mentions are, right? Put me on to the music. Let me know who's popping. That's it. Top 5 spiritual hip hop albums of all time. Hit me up in the comments if you got questions. If you need the links to the other videos, let me know. I'll put them in the description. Thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all so much. It's Rapmythology, the reincarnation of Ramakrishna, repping like a true knock. You can help me keep bringing you more content at a rapid pace by donating. My Cash App is Rapmythology. Also, check out the links that I have in the descriptions of my videos. You can click on those and buy books on Amazon related to the content in the video, and that'll support our channel as well. Thanks again for tuning in. Mad love to all the hip hop spiritual fans out there. Soul Tribe, you know what I'm saying? I'm with you. It's the reincarnation of Ramakrishna. We about to get it popping. Hit me up if you have any questions. We're gonna leave it there. Until next time, peace.